Here we go now. Get set.
Afternoons with Annie.
94.3 Radio 1.
On Afternoons with Annie today, my guest on Reboot and Regrow is Ms. Rajeshwari Chandrasekhar, Chief of Field Office for UNICEF operating out of Mumbai. Ms. Rajeshwari, thank you so much for joining me on my show today. It's wonderful to have you on the show.
Hi Annie, it's good to be on your show.
You know, people continue to be worried about the virus that's turned into a pandemic. The precautions are known, but there are some things that one shouldn't take lightly and must continue to ensure more about it.
In terms of precautions, it is always better to practice physical distancing of at least 6 feet from each other where possible. And always use a cloth or a fabric mask when you have to go out of the house. Sometimes physical distancing is not possible at home, especially when someone at home is also suffering from COVID-19. But it is a good practice to continue using the mask when you're treating such sick patients at home. At all times, it is best to avoid crowded places, avoid close contact settings and spaces which are very confined and enclosed with poor ventilation. Do ensure, even in crowded surroundings, that the windows and doors are kept open to ensure two-way passage or good environmental ventilation.
Absolutely. Following the rules and regulations set by the government are extremely important for us to follow. I'm slipping into Boyfriend, Ariana Grande and Social House, and we'll be right back with Ms. Rajeshwari Chandrasekhar, Chief of Field Office for UNICEF, talking about the pandemic and the rules and regulations that we need to follow. This is Afternoons with Annie. Stay tuned.
Here we go now. Get set.
Afternoons with Annie.
94.3 Radio 1.
My guest on Reboot and Regrow today, Ms. Rajeshwari Chandrasekhar, the Chief of Field Office, has been actively involved in the crisis of our country. She works for UNICEF operating out of Mumbai and has been communicating to the people at large about safety regulations and measures one has to take. She did explain what we need to do, which is follow rules and regulations. Masks, social distancing are a must. Ms. Rajeshwari, I need to ask you, WHO last week made a statement that this virus is also airborne. What's the truth to that, and how much more should we be careful then? Because it's making living, even in the new normal, a bit more difficult, don't you think?
Yes, there is a lot of discussion these days on whether the COVID is actually airborne. Airborne transmission is defined as the spread of an infectious agent caused by the dissemination of aerosols that remain infectious when suspended in the air over long distances and time. To make it simple, when we speak, when we shout or sing or we breathe, there are droplets that come out in the air. The larger droplets settle on the surfaces within 1 to 2 meters, and therefore the recommendation of physical distancing becomes all the more important. The smaller droplets can stay in the air and take longer to settle on the ground. These are the ones that could be inhaled by people if they are staying in the same enclosed spaces. As we speak now, there is scientific evidence that is still under study about whether it is possible to detect the viable SARS in the air samples from settings where no procedures that generate aerosols are performed, and what role these aerosols might have in transmission. But outside of medical facilities, some outbreak reports related to indoor crowded spaces have suggested the possibility of transmission by aerosols, which is also combined with the droplet transmission. For example, during choir practice in restaurants or in fitness classes. In these events, these aerosol transmission, particularly in specific indoor locations such as inadequately ventilated spaces, cannot be ruled out. But for general public, the basic principles of preventing COVID-19 highlighted above are adequate for protecting them from COVID-19 infections.
Right, the aerosols. And while the research continues, I guess what it does say is that we have to be far more stricter with ourselves about following the rules and regulations. Masks are a must, and of course social distancing also a big must. I'm slipping into Weekend from his album Chapter 3, It's Can't Feel My Face. Coming right back to continue the conversation. One last question to Ms. Rajeshwari Chandrasekhar, the Chief of Field Office for UNICEF operating out of Mumbai, on Afternoons with Annie in an exclusive interview. Stay tuned.
Here we go now. Get set.
Afternoons with Annie.
94.3 Radio 1.
Ms. Rajeshwari Chandrasekhar, the Chief of Field Officer for UNICEF, has been in conversation with me this entire hour. Ms. Rajeshwari, my last question to you is more like a message I need to get from you for my listeners is there is discrimination and stigma that COVID-19 patients, or for that matter, COVID-19 and the pandemic situation on the whole is facing. And this discrimination is boiling down to people coming from all stratas of society. How can we deal with it? We need to stop. That is also important. So what is your message to everyone?
The important message I would like to share with your audience is that COVID-19 can be prevented. Furthermore, more than 97% of the persons with COVID-19 do recover fully. What is important is to identify, treat, test them, and ensure that they and their families together are well taken care of. Care and treatment are available to persons suffering from COVID. Please do not stigmatize and discriminate anyone having COVID-19, but support them and link them to treatment and other government support centers. Let us accept that this is going to be the new normal. Let us accept that we have to adjust and adapt our lifestyles to this new normal. We will continue to ensure vigil, hand washing, especially at home and when we step out of home, and when we buy our groceries, even if it's vegetables, to please wash them before enters into the kitchen house and before you start cooking them. This is what we have to adapt, not only in our own interest, but in the interest of our family and in the community in which we live.
Thank you so much for those enlightening words. It is true, like you're saying, and yes, it's something that we've got to accept that this is going to be the new normal and this virus is not going to leave our backs, and so we need to accept it and also ensure that we support and help as much as we can, not only, like Ms. Rajeshwari says, for ourselves but for the community at large. Thank you so much for these words, Ms. Rajeshwari.
It has been a pleasure being on this show with you. Thank you, Annie.
Ms. Rajeshwari Chandrasekhar, the Chief of Field Officer for UNICEF.